Hi, friends. Thanks for joining me today. As always, if you happen to be catching this on the replay, I'd love it if you use hashtag replay or leave me a comment just to let me know you were here. So today I thought I'd share a quick personal story, and I'm going to try and bring a little bit more of my personal life to my page because, of course, I have trials and tribulations all the time. Just like you, there's always things going on in my life. So I wanted to share a little bit about my personal health care in the last little while. So perhaps you know I was teaching yoga for a long, long time. And so from teaching yoga, of course, that means that my body was fairly flexible. I was fairly in tune with it. We had a really good relationship, my body and I. And I have always been a fan of preventative health care. So I've tried to do things like reflexology, shiatsu, massage, and more recently in the past 5 or so years, osteopathy. That's sort of my primary manual manipulation to keep things in alignment. So when we went on the road, when we moved into the RV, I stopped with my yoga practice. It just didn't feel like there was enough space in the RV. Outside wasn't always nice. People would be like staring at me. It just didn't feel comfortable. And I probably could have figured something out, but it just felt easier to make an excuse. So I did. I tucked it away into a corner. And it's taken me a bit of time to get back to it, but now I'm back to a daily practice. But in the meantime, what happened while we were traveling was my spine started to be less flexible. And depending on how much anatomy knowledge you have, of course, we have our spine, we have our spinal cord, and every single organ and your nervous system, all of that is controlled through the spinal cord. So when your spine, when the vertebrae stop moving individually, that can really affect your organs. And of course, it probably isn't going to make you sick tomorrow, but if you don't fix it 5, 10, 15 years down the line, that can create some big problems. So I started going back to the osteo in April. And the osteo said to me, something seems fused here. Your spine isn't moving. And I was like, what? My spine isn't moving? Oh, I don't like the sounds of that. And so I started paying a lot of attention. And I took my health care into my own hands. And I started using all the tools in my toolkit. I did some Kundalini Kriyas. I started doing a little bit more yoga. And I really just started to pay attention. And eventually I did a massive tapping session where my spine and the muscles around my back started having a conversation. And it didn't go anything like I thought it was going to go, but that's what happened. And then I went on this retreat to Ecuador and I practiced yoga every day and I did lots of pranayama and I hiked and I really started connecting in. So yesterday I went to the osteo and I finally got to hear the words, "Your spine is moving again, Anita." And so of course I'm elated about this. This makes me super happy. But I wanted to share this with you because most importantly, I knew I was responsible for my own health and wellness. I hired the people that I needed to help me get where I wanted to go. But I could have easily just said, oh, the osteo will fix it. And if she can't, well, then I'll just have to live with this, right? Or I could have gone to the doctor, I could have gotten some pills, or, I could have done a whole host of other things. I chose not to do that. I chose to be an active participant in my health and wellness. And I wanted to share that with you today because I think it's really important, especially as women. We so often give our power away to the doctor, the health practitioner, someone else, it's easier. And it's what we've been taught in so many cases. And I just invite you to be a more active participant. So that's all I have to say today. Hopefully you found it interesting and helpful. If you have any questions, please do just ask. I'll respond. And thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.